Our third team member couldn't be here today. He's currently in Nigeria building our company, but his name is Robbie, and he's a medical doctor and a biomedical engineer, and he works for eHealth Africa as well as their medical advisor. Perpetua, our goal is to bring life-saving medical technology to the developing world, and we're going to start in sub-Saharan Africa.
In order to do this, we've created a device that we call Meerkat. It's a climate-controlled, self-powered glove box. It allows us to use point-of-care diagnostic systems in any climate.
So point-of-care technology has really revolutionized a lot of medical practice because it eliminates the need to take a blood sample and send it to a lab and wait for the days that it takes to get results back. With point-of-care technology, physicians can take a blood sample right at the bedside and analyze it right there in the patient's room and have results in 2 minutes. And this saves lives because it reduces the amount of time it takes to make a diagnosis and start appropriate treatment. Unfortunately, however, this technology is heat sensitive, so you can't use it in developing countries where you might not have access to electricity to power air conditioners, such as in this cholera clinic in Zimbabwe. Fortunately, we at Perpetua have created the Meerkat, which is a climate-controlled glove box that houses the point-of-care technology within its chamber and allows the technicians to use the tech anywhere in the world that they want to. And it's self-powered, so you don't need electricity to run it. Blood testing is some of the most important tools that clinicians have. I can guarantee you 90% of the people in this room have had a blood test in the last 5 years, am I right? So the blood can tell us a lot of information about our patients without having to be too invasive. In the United States, point of care has been really well integrated into modern standard practice. And we've discovered that it makes doctors more efficient. It makes the clinic more efficient. We can see more patients, we can save more lives, and that results in cost savings both for the clinician and for the patients. I should also highlight that the life expectancy in the United States is 80 years old. That means if you're born today, you'll live to be 80. That's congratulations. That is not the case, however, in sub-Saharan Africa. I've lived in many different countries in sub-Saharan Africa over the last 5 years, in Liberia, South Sudan, Cameroon, and DR Congo, and it's not the case. The life expectancy in sub-Saharan Africa in this region is 46 years. Do you think that has anything to do with the fact that 37 out of the 49 sub-Saharan African countries have zero, zilch, nada labs that meet international quality standards? I do. This is what a typical lab or clinic might look like in this region. You have unreliable electricity, you have crowded waiting rooms, and that results in delayed lab results and inaccurate diagnostics because of the lack of quality control. I want to relate this to a true story in my own life. So this is my friend Simeon. I started a solar energy company in Liberia when I graduated college, and Simeon was my roommate. He's a teacher. And we lived in Monrovia, and he became sick, and he was misdiagnosed, all because his doctor didn't have access to the blood work that he needed. So Simeon presented to this clinic. The doctor did an exam, asked him about his symptoms, and concluded that he had malaria and dehydration, because it's a very common set of illnesses in that part of the world. But he didn't have the access to the labs that he needed to work him up fully. And he treated him for dehydration and malaria, missing the underlying early kidney disease that Simeon had, and failed to treat that. And my friend Simeon lost his life because of a lack of access to medical labs and blood work.
In order to prevent tragedies like this from happening in the future, we came up with this device that we call the Meerkat. When designing it, we realized that there were 3 main aspects that we wanted to highlight: durability, portability, and self-containment. It's self-contained, so you can take it to any of these clinics, just as the one you see here, and it will run throughout the day, keeping your devices cool. And it's very durable. It will be made of plastic, and you'll be able to throw it in the back of your car or on the back of your motorcycle and take it to any of these clinics that are both on-grid or off-grid and remote. Just the status of where we are now, we've generated a lot of mathematical models and analysis of how much energy we need to remove from our environment. As you can see, we've done a lot of computer-aided design iterations from where we are now. We've created a physical mock-up just for general size, so you can see what it looks like. And once we have the seed money to create a prototype, we will begin testing late this summer in Nigeria.
So that is us. That's our team. We are Perpetua, and we very much thank you for your time.